What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's good, y'all?
What's happening? What's going on, Rock?
Oh man, I can't call it, man. We want to welcome everybody to another episode of At My Mama's House. We got some guests on, some special guests on the panel today, of which I'm honored to have on here. But as usual, before we proceed, I gotta give my mission statement. I come to you humbly out of respect for life and life itself. So with that being said, man, we're gonna go and rock episode 8 out. It's only getting better. The viewers are growing, the news is spreading, and we just getting better with time. So this definitely a growth spurt for me. It's pressured me to improve my vernacular from a live standpoint because it's kind of like rapping or performing when you're on stage. When it go live, no matter how good you are or how good you is in practice, the performance can still be affected depending on how well you get used to going live and in front of the people. Everything's freestyle. Not much is planned as far as conversation wise, topic wise, yes. But as far as conversation wise, never know what's gonna be said or what's gonna happen. So first, we want to let everybody introduce themselves. Of course, this your boy Rockstar. Welcome to my mama's house. We are at my mama's house. This is how we do it. Of course, you never know. Mama might step in and say we're getting too loud and all that. So y'all don't mind that. You know what I mean? So you know the rules when you're at your mama house. So we'll start off with Trust. He's basically my co-host. So Trust, go and introduce yourself as usual.
Yeah, I was just about to say, man, I ain't no guest no more, man. I'm family at Mama Highs. You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular. I can go in the refrigerator around here, man. Straight up. Yeah. But as y'all know, Trust, live coming from Houston at my Mama Highs, we doing it. Episode number 8. Like he say, it's just a blessing to do it again, man.
Yeah. Okay. So, and we also got Mordecai in the building. Mordecai.
Yeah, long time. Yeah, I'm Mordecai Mose. I'm one of Rock's partners from way back when we started doing film together a long time ago. We met. I was on Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
And that was well over maybe 13, 15 years ago. And look how life come back full circle. And you got a podcast, and you call me. Oh yeah, hell yeah, put me on that damn podcast. Yeah, let's do that.
You always came through. We always came through for each other,
Right.
man.
I ain't been in behind or in front of a camera in a long time. I have and I haven't. But I'm glad. Thank you for inviting me over to your mama's house. You and your other executive producer, man. Thank y'all for having me here. Hey, I'm excited, dog. This is my first podcast, so they say, you got to make a good impression. Hopefully, we can do this. Ride the energy. Let's do it.
Already, man. And for y'all, again, I want to reiterate, Mordecai's a longtime friend. He's been like a big brother to me, so I definitely appreciate that because I don't have any birthright brothers. So he's definitely been that guy. He's been very instrumental in my life more than he knows. You know what I mean? So he definitely was that guy, man. And he helped break me into the film industry. He taught me the professionalism, the dialect. When it came to reading scripts, he basically guided me on how to practice when it comes to playing a role, how to get into character and things like that. So because I have no formal acting school experience, so I didn't go to acting school. Most actors have to go to acting school.
Can I interject? We all act, man. We all actors. I tell everybody. I think I told you that. We all actors. Don't you have a motherfucking job that you got to go to every day? You act like you like that motherfucker. You acting, man. You are acting. Everybody got to play a fucking role in this society. I don't give a fuck. You act like a daddy. You act like an uncle. You act like a mama. And then you got to switch that hat. You know what the problem is? We get so inundated in being Rock or being Mordecai What's your boy? I can't even, man. What's your truck?
Trust. Yes, sir. Trust.
Okay, track. Or being tracked. Sometimes you
Right.
just want to take a break from being tracked, don't you? And become
It's
somebody else. That's why I
trust.
got into
Trust.
acting. I can break
Trust.
away from being Mordecai and become a whatever
Mordecai's
I want to
trust.
be.
It's trust.
Oh, I'm sorry, truck.
Trust. Like you can trust on me.
He was going off, wasn't he?
Trust, track, my nigga. Right? I'm my nigga.
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Do it, man. Yeah,
So,
but man, appreciate it, Rock. No, you already had it in you, because
yeah,
you was in the we artists, man. You a musical artist, but you did rap videos, so you just got in it to learn. I know what you did. I did like the basics. You want to know, and you built from that. Then all of a
yeah.
sudden you started shooting your own videos. So I'm proud of you, dog. Come on, do your thing. Keep doing it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So there you have it, man. That's our intro. We're going to get the show started, but until then, there will be some guests on the panel that will be tapping in as we continue to go through subject matter. Some may not, but hey, we're going to keep the show going. We got some great topics, controversial topics. Prepare for possible debate. We're going to agree on some things. We're going to disagree on some things. That's what it is. All right. Yes, sir. So this is gonna be the first topic. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. All righty. What we got here? Give me just a second. Okay, that's what we gonna do here. Boom. Okay, so the first subject matter, and before we speak on it, give me time to play the clip and everything, explain the clip and everything. So it's been a lot of backlash towards Fat Joe. And for those that ain't seen it, Fat Joe was on Math Hoffa Show podcast, which is a great podcast. Shout out to Math Hoffa. I'm proud of the success that he's been getting. He's a former battle rapper, and he's definitely evolved into other things. So let's give a shout out to Math Hoffa, y'all. Got to give love to my brothers and sisters that's doing it big. So this is a show where we give flowers, so we're going to do that first. So he was on Math Hoffa Show, and Fat Joe basically was calling out Tariq and members of the FBA, right? FBA, right? Which is stands for Foundational Black Americans. Tariq is a very, very educated, wise, and good businessman. He's injected a lot of wisdom about Black people as far as their culture, who they are. He's dispelled a lot of lies that were sold. He's also indoctrinated a lot of revelations to the truth about where we come from, what we started, and things like that. So I'm definitely a fan of him as well. I've also been a fan of Fat Joe music as well. So, but this has sparked a lot of controversy, and Fat Joe has basically been getting a lot of backlash for a couple of things over the last few years since he got out for tax evasion. So let's just play it and then we'll go from there, okay? Give me just a second.
All right.
Let me know when y'all can see the clip.
Yeah, we can see it.
I can see it.
All right, so y'all listen up and let's just hear what he got to say first.
These rumors were made by radical Black racists. Let's just say that. Okay. It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a Black guy that ain't down with them.
Right.
Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're gonna give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck, and that shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who won them? Like, you know, your leader? Oh, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop. Yo, bro. These rumors.
All righty. So before we get to it, there you have it. It's a lot to unpack, but then it's not a lot to unpack. Who wants to go first? I can go first, but I'm open to the floor. So anybody want to chime in first before I spit my spiel?
Man, I want to say this first, you know, because we as Black people, you know, we like to pick and choose who we gonna let get away with saying the N-word. You understand what I'm saying? So I look at it like we got to stop the nonsense before the nonsense even gets started. Because he shouldn't have never been that comfortable with even letting that word flow out his mouth like that. You know, I went looking for the back end of the story because I know that every effect has a cause, you know. So I went looking for the cause of it, you know, and I couldn't find the cause of what led him up to even talk about these brothers that way, you know what I mean? But just flat out, we got to stop giving people the pass. We give this man a pass to say it, but then when this man over here said, now it's an uproar. We all, you know, rah. Nothing. I'm cutting BS at the door. I'm not gonna allow nobody room to disrespect me. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? Because if you never draw the line, how you know where you stand?
You know what? You got a point there. And to your point, I'm gonna take it a little further. As I've gotten older and wiser, and I'm gonna say wiser. I hate saying older because age don't mean nothing. It's some old fools out here. So I'm gonna say wiser. As I've gotten wiser, I've grown less accepting of even Black people using the word too much. You know, as far as I'll say calling me that. Now, I still don't hold it. I don't hold them to the same standard of not using the word like I would a Black person, but it was just something to add a layer to your point. So I totally feel what you're saying. Yeah. Mordecai?
You know, man, I've been living under a rock for the past 6-7 years. So I kind of fell out of society. I tried to view some of the clips. I know Fat Joe. I don't know who the FBA is. I don't know none of them niggas. I mean, I really don't. And as far as like the word, cause I come from an area. I mean, we all come from the South, and I know I'm older than, I don't know how old Track is, and I might be the oldest one on this
It's trust
tonight. I'm sorry, trust. I can't see it. So the screen is so damn small. I can barely see my damn name. My name looks like.
Remember? Go ahead, finish your point.
But I grew up where you know it was sharecroppers, man. Yes sir, yes sir. And I was the rebel. You know, I grew up in the '60s. I was born in '68, cause so. When them white boys would get to calling me nigga, and my daddy always said, don't get mad at the Black man or whatever, or the brown man, when we use the word so fluidly. Because my dad used to coach a baseball team, and the white boy slipped up and said nigga, and they wanted to whip his ass. And my daddy got between me and said, y'all use it all the time. Y'all made the motherfucker comfortable. You really made him comfortable. So he watching y'all. He nigga, 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 please. We say it like we have a motherfucking disease. You ask me why I call myself a nigga so quick, because I can reach in my drawers and pull out a bigger dick. You remember that one?
Yeah,
That was Easy E, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I
He
remember that.
just said it. Nigga, 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 please.
Yeah.
I say it like I got a motherfucking disease. You ask me why I call myself a nigga so quick, because I can reach in my drawers. As long as I know I can reach in my drawers and pull out a bigger dick than them fucking peck of woods, I'm good. You can say the word. All y'all can say the fucking word. I ain't no nigga. I'm whatever
Yeah.
I think I am. So that word don't bother me. I done got spit on, and I spit back, and I bite back, and I kick back. All them white boys' asses that I whipped on that fucking school bus, call him nigga, sit in the back. My grandfather owned that bus. Them white boys today will come up Mordecai, man. It's good to see you. They want to hug you because I whipped their ass back in the day. People not whipping ass no more. Everybody want to shoot and talk that shit and hide behind them fucking screens. Let's all just fight it out. What if they just say, okay, no weapons, black against white, Mexicans, fight it out? Who you think would win? Nobody would fight because everybody coward today. They pillow soft as fucking cotton, man. People be talking that shit. They don't be, over a fucking word. Come on, man. A word that the white man made to describe that's the white man, that's the devil's word. That ain't my word. We not niggas. We human beings, and we black, powerful motherfuckers. We all anybody. Fuck that color shit. It's whatever you feed your mind, the light versus the dark. That's what's about to happen. The light versus the dark.
So let me ask you this, Mordecai. So you saying if you in Walmart with your family, and white boy howl off and call you a nigga in Walmart, you gonna excuse it?
I'm gonna say your mom. That's your mom. I'll say something back. I'll say your mama. Your mama like niggas. Your mama. Your mama like niggas, motherfucker. And I walk the fuck off. I ain't gotta sit there and argue about fight nobody over that shit.
But
Hey,
it is offensive to you though.
huh?
But it is offensive to you though.
Yeah, but I'm saying if a nigga said it to me, why it don't care who. Hey, nigga, no, your mama like niggas. Same nigga, the same sentence I'm giving to the white man, the fucking Mexican man, whoever come with that nigga shit. Your mama like niggas. And nobody like that. They don't like the thought of their mama with a nigga. But I'm not a nigga. Your mama like niggas. Your mama raised a nigga. That's how I'm gonna come. Your mama birthed a nigga, nigga. Don't come in with that bullshit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rock. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be cussing
Nah.
this fucker, man.
Hey, as long as mama don't hear, we cool. Mama sleep right now.
I'm cussing, man. Lord have mercy. I'm cussing in mama's house. I forgot, Lord. Please, mama.
She sleep.
Please, mama.
Hey, we get it from mama. She can't be mad. She there.
But yeah, I mean, I would get, it would touch me in a certain way. But I didn't been beat with the word. I'm 56. How many? I probably heard that shit when I was in my mama's womb. It was fucking Jim Crow, fucking sundown type fucking shit going on when I was in that womb, cuz. So everywhere my mama then went, just like Pac was incubated in prison, he born what, 2 or 3 days. He was incubated. Can you imagine? You in the womb and you hear lockdown, child time, search to sell. He hearing this shit. That's why the nigga was the way he was. He was incubated in that environment. And then that's why he fought against it. Because he knew he was incubated in it. And he said, I'll be damned if they're gonna put me in that motherfucker. I wasn't born in that bitch, and I'm sure not gonna die in that bitch.
Gotcha.
Machiavelli.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So let me add some context to it, and then I'll tell you, my thoughts on it.
All right.
Okay. So I've already explained who Tariq is. He started a foundation called FBA, which stands for Foundational Black Americans, right? And basically what the organization does and has done is it has provided resources to Black scholars, Black educators, Black mentors, and Black mentees to help fund the knowledge and trace the roots of their heritage of their people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their culture, because what he discovered is that our culture and our ethnicity has been separated and blocked by our race, right? Because we know race is just a social construct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Africans don't know what race is. They have no idea what that means, right?
Right. Right.
They don't like black, white, like what is that? It's either ethnicity, tribe, or culture.
Mm-hmm.
So to that is one thing, that is one crutch that they didn't have to deal with that we've had to deal with. And so basically, Tyreek had put out a documentary. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. I think it's called a Rock the Mic documentary or something like that. And basically what it did was it traced the roots to all the pioneers and the true history of hip hop. Now, here was his reason for it. And it was a great documentary, by the way. And it was things, and me, anybody knows me knows I'm a hip hop historian, right? And it was things that blew my mind about it and that was disconnected to me in my knowledge that I end up connecting because of him. And basically, it was a response documentary to, I think it was Amazon's hip hop documentary. Amazon's hip hop documentary, it was whitewashed.
Mm.
And
I'm not surprised.
And not only to add to it, not only was it whitewashed, I'm gonna say this: it wasn't even whitewashed; it was blackwashed, because they basically washed the documentary of the credibility to the founders of hip hop to everybody but black people. And Fat Joe,
White out.
white Puerto Rican, he's a white Puerto Rican, is mad at it. And I have a problem with that, because white Puerto Ricans don't have no problem when they'll get credit for whatever it is they started, even though much of what they started didn't start from them. We swallow so many pills and we take so many L's when we see something we started get taken away. And then even when we turn around and try to get in it and do it, we get discredited or don't get credited for it. We invented country, but look at the backlash that Beyonce got for doing a country album. And then she had one of the highest selling country albums in the country, and she didn't even get nominated. And so for him to respond with such real bad energy and loosely, fuck them niggas and broke ass niggas, what I saw was someone who's really have an internal dislike for people that's our color. But what does he do? He does what everybody else outside our culture or race do, or ethnicity. They come in, we let them in our house, then they steal a spoon or a pot, and then they take it, and then they start acting like it's theirs and that they never got it from us. And so that's really the bigger reason for the backlash. And I totally agree with it. At the end of the day, it is a fact. There are other ethnicities and cultures of people that help evolve hip hop. But let me say this shit right now for the record. Black people invented it. Hands down. And so I'm not sure why Fat Joe has a problem with that. And that lets me know that there's something internal in him, and he shows that he's benefiting from non-African American entitlement. Because for him to have an attitude and complain that we're simply saying that, hey, look, we invented it. We're not saying that nobody else helped contribute it. But damn it, we invented it. I have a problem with Fat Joe for that. Because you can't even accept and just give us our credit for at least inventing it. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Which is something that's been happening since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? We invented the calculator. I ain't even finna go there. We invented every damn thing. Okay?
Yeah, we'll be here all night talking about
we'll be here all night.
Yeah, we'll be here all night.
For that video, it was really disrespectful. Fuck the N-word. Like you say, and like Mordecai say, shit, we've been hearing that shit all our life. Fuck that. But the bigger picture is you angry because we're taking claim and reiterating that, hey, just in case you motherfuckers forgot, we started this shit. You mad? That's insane. That is insane to me. And when I see that, and I seen his energy towards it, oh, you broke niggas and this and that. And first of all, Tariq got more money than you. Didn't you just do time for tax evasion, nigga? So if it's anybody who called broke, it's broke ass. So that really blew my mind.
So now I got the context of the story now. Okay.
Exactly. And exactly. TB, and shout out to TB and thank you for tuning in. So that's why I add layers to it. F the N-word, like Mordecai Trust say. Okay, we've been getting called that shit forever, bro. Our kids have got called that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you have a problem with us just making sure, let's say, hey, that's just like, for example, if somebody spend a night at y'all house, and then and let's say, okay, you let somebody stay there because they need, they need a place to stay, right? They need help. And you care about, hey, man, you come to my house, man. Man, there's food in there, feel free to eat, you know what I'm saying, if you're hungry, whatever. But if they start acting, it's almost like they move in with you and then they start telling everybody this their house. No, motherfucker, let me remind you, this is my house. How is a person going to get mad because you let them move in and you gave them a room and board? How they going to get mad because you start telling people, or you start acting like this your house, and you get mad because you say, hey, look, this is my house, homeboy, you tripping. So I'm just using that as an analogy with the situation. How you going to get mad because somebody let you stay in their house and you start acting like it's your house and they just remind you, hey, this is my house now. Think about that for a minute. But that's just my take on it, man. And anybody that's watching in the chat or whatever, y'all feel free to, speak your mind in the comments. You feel me? Yeah. So now with me adding that context, what's y'all take on the added context?
Well, they've been trying to steal hip hop from us. That ain't nothing new.
Nothing new.
Yeah, that ain't nothing new. They been trying to steal hip hop from us, just like any other form of music. You know what I'm saying? Rock and roll. You know what I mean? We invented rock and roll.
Let me ask you a question. That brings up a good question. Because if you think about this, everything that we invented, whether it was our African ancestors and we brought it over here and created a new style, I have a good question for you. This on the fly. Out of all the genres of music that we've invented or brought over from our African ancestors and evolved it, why is it that hip hop, out of every other genre that we created, why is it that hip hop after 50 years still hasn't been completely taken? Because if you think about this, country was taken from us within 50 years. Rock and roll within 50 years. Blues within 50 years. Every other genre of music that we created, it was stolen and reclaimed by outside entities, except hip hop. What's your take on that? That's interesting.
Well,
What is it about hip hop that they haven't been able to just take it yet?
I don't think it was the fact that they just manhandled us for it. I think once they got a hold to it, we was already on to something new. So we left it there, and being creative like we are, okay, yeah, y'all can have it. We on this now. You know what I'm saying? We moving on to the next thing. And I think hip hop is just been withstanding the test of time like nobody never thought it would do. We never thought hip hop would be what it's been 50 years now.
Yeah.
We never thought hip hop would stand the test of time like it did, but it has, and it keeps evolving, and the name is still the same, hip hop. So I don't think it's just the fact that they came in and manhandled us for it, much as we just said, you know what, you can have it. We on to something new now. We doing this now. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all want blues? Oh, we got rock and roll. Y'all want rock and roll? We gonna do R&B. Y'all want R? You know what I mean? So I think hip hop. I think hip hop is just so embedded in the black community right now that we're not moving on to nothing else, as I can see at this point in time.
Yeah. And you know what? This is the reason I asked that, because the answer that I think to it is that, like you say, we normally, when they hijack it, we just say, fuck it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Y'all got the money, y'all got the power, y'all got the marketing, y'all got the labels. Fuck it. We'll just start something new. I think the difference this time is that we said subconsciously, which is unknowingly, I think we said, you know what? Fuck that. This time we're not going to give it away. Or this time we're not going to let you take it and start something new. We're going to stick with this shit and we're going to claim it. You know what I'm saying? Because we normally be like, fuck it, let it go. Mm-hmm. I mean, normally, if the Eminem or blues, we just say, you know what, fuck this shit. We start something else. Eminem or jazz, we said, fuck this shit. But when the Eminem and hip hop came, we said, no, fuck that. We still not letting it go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We said,
and with rap, rap comes from a different place, and when I say that, what I mean is that if you can't really relate to a rapper, no matter how hard his flow is or how good he putting them lyrics together, you're not finna be bumping it. Yeah, it just ain't gonna go. That's why rap has been sectioned off. You got your drill, you got your gangster, you got your trap, you got your conscious. You know what I mean? Because rap is coming from here. You know what I mean? So if I can't feel you right here in your rap, I don't give a damn how hard that shit is. I'm not bumping it. You know what I'm saying? Eminem can rap, true enough, but you're never gonna get in my car and I'm gonna put on that new Eminem joint. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm just, and that's not, and I'm not knocking Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Eminem got some. Eminem got some. Speaking as a rapper, Eminem got some, but I'm not bumping that shit. I'm not. Wow. I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah, and you know what, that says a lot, because I think that's one of the reasons why the South has had control of rap for so long, because we put the soul. It can be debated. We added the soul to hip hop, bro.
Yeah,
like we took rhythm and poetry and we injected soul in it, right? And that's one of the things that made Tupac great. That's why I laugh when I hear people try to say, "Oh, he wasn't lyrical." No, You just don't respect the soul. He made the soul that he gave out was more important to Pop than being lyrical, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's very important because at the end of the day, you know, Pac wasn't the most lyrical rapper. He wasn't he didn't have you know, he wasn't the best in no area of the rap skill categories. But guess what? He was good at everything as far as the rap skill category. He didn't lack nothing. And people have to start respecting that. It's not just about being the best in one area. It's about that overall picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That man can that man can make a club record. He can make a gangster record. He can make a street record. He can make a love record. Majority rappers cannot do that and do it consistently. Tupac did that consistently his whole career.
Yeah, for sure.
You're right. And he when he spoke the truth too.
Yeah.
He wouldn't in all you can trace back in all his documentaries and everything they put out on his life. The dude never lied about if he said something, it could be verified. Look at all the interviews. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Sure enough happened. You know, and like you said, he could switch gears with the different emotions, the mental, the heart. You know, he dealt with all the chakras. You know, he could absorb because he was a like a method actor, right? You know how the method actor. If you got to go play a crackhead, you might go sleep out on the. He could absorb his environment so quick, and he could see it from a panoramic view. So he might have came from the victim's point of view or the victor's point of view. He could give you all these different viewpoints. View and to tell the story, and you can just sit there, close your eyes, and you can see that shit. You can see Brenda.
No disrespect to Pop, and we have plenty. You know, Rakim did that. You know, had a lot of rappers did that. We can talk about Pac all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? So that's for sure. But just as far as the lyrical part or the categories, like some of the ones you brung up, Mordecai, he was good in all those areas where most rappers just aren't good in all those areas, man. But yeah, so like I say, Fat Joe, he need to check himself. He really do because
he needs to leave.
I'll be honest, he is too comfortable saying the N word, but like y'all said, who made him that comfortable? We did. So we have to hold ourselves accountable for that because, you know, I got a problem with it. But again, the bigger picture is him getting mad at the fact that we're letting people know, hey, this is our house. We built this house. We live in this house, and this is our house. You are a guest. Don't get this shit twisted. You know what I mean?
But so he got mad at this FBA group that does this.
He's using them to outlet his anger towards us in general. Let's get that clear.
Something directly to him?
Huh?
Did this group or organization say something directly to him? No?
He saw the documentary and he took offense to it.
Oh, well,
because
watch the motherfucking documentary, Fat Joe. That's all you got to do. Don't watch it. But he watched
it. Bullshit because we invented rap, like we invented hip hop, and it like for a motherfucker to even discuss, for a person to even debate that, it's really a sign of ignorance. You know what I mean? Like, how can you debate that? It's like all the evidence, all the bones is right. It's everywhere you look. And you're going to say, well, nah, y'all didn't do that. Y'all didn't do that. So,
well, today, when I watch social media, every damn type of human being on earth is doing hip hop. Swedish hip hop, Chinese, Japanese. They doing all the moves. And it should be And that's why them folks wanted, because it didn't, like you said, they didn't think it was gonna cross over and last the test of time, but it bled into all those different societies. And as people got the younger folks started oh, we got something else? We gotta go on.
Yeah, we're gonna go on to the next subject. We want to stay on
Right.
the time slot. So basically, I don't know if y'all heard, Ricky Smiley has made an announcement about he has 2 twins all of a sudden. So so I'm gonna play some of this clip and then we're gonna get each other's thoughts on it. All right.
All right.
Right before the 1-year anniversary of my son's death, I found out I have 5-year-old identical twin, beautiful daughters, identical twin daughters. I got a phone call from an ex-girlfriend. She went to court, found out that those identical twin daughters was not her ex-boyfriend. The whole time, here they are my biological daughters.
Let me just clear up the moment, y'all. Ricky just announced that he has surprise twins, and he just found out.
Ready for this? Been knowing them their whole life. They've been coming over to Grayson birthday parties and play dates, playing on the swing set, all of that stuff. Phone calls when they were sick. What should I do? Should I give them this?
You did not feel any sort of connection. You did not see anything that's like, dang, that reminds me of me, or that reminds me of my son or my daughter.
Yeah, I just thought, since I was, older, that I had no idea, because I haven't had no kids since Malik.
Yeah.
When I tell you that's the first time I saw the sun again, during that dark hour, the sun came back out.
How old were they when you found out you were the father?
4, almost 5. And on their 5th birthday, I went into their house as their father. Hey, everybody, thank y'all for
All right. So say, bro, I'm going. Who want to go first, bro?
Can I say? And
Say,
that dude, man, look, Ricky Smiley, man, quit the bullshit, man. All of a sudden, she went to court and she found out that the guy that she was dating, you was screwing that chick while she was with that dude. You knew, and you was busting your ex-girlfriend or whatever little relationship you had going, nigga. Look, I'm gonna look in the camera. You lying, dog. You went in there raw, dog, and you knew she got pregnant because you should have. Yeah, I know your mind was like, I wonder if it's mine. I went and hit that, and you start counting the days off, and she had a boyfriend at the time. So you sneaky link, ugly motherfucker. God damn, lying. That's bullshit. And then why didn't you have? And they've been coming to my house. You've been coming to your house because you knew they was your kids. I've been around them all my life, all their lives. Yeah, she called you. Hey, Ricky, it's a chance it might be yours. Well, okay, we just don't keep it, keep it on the hush hush. And I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. And then, man, come on, man. That's my take on it. I don't. That's some low vibration shit, cuz.
Trust.
Ain't nowhere around it. Cause he talking about his ex took her ex to court for some kids that was already 4 years old. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So either him, the ex, and her had some weird shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Where hey, it's Hollywood, shit happens. You know what I mean? Or like my boy Mordecai say, you know what I'm saying? He was on some sneaky link type deal, And now I'm gonna say this too,
Yeah.
because I always like to look at a situation as a double-sided coin and try to put myself in somebody else's shoes when I'm speaking on the situation. For him to have just lost his only son, and then to turn around and be gifted with two beautiful twin daughters, you know what I mean? I can see how that's something he want to now bring to the light. I don't know if he just figuring this out, but I can see him being happy and excited about that kind of situation because he looking at it like, okay, I lost one, but the good Lord blessed me with two. So I could see him coming, looking at it from that point of view also, you know, as a blessing, you know what I mean? But
I totally
it's something
agree.
else going on.
Yeah, I totally agree, but he should have left that sneaky link little part at the beginning out. Would have been cool with it. Oh, yeah, man, God bless you, man. Go, Ricky. No,
Yeah.
you should have told why you went into how. I mean, oh my God, I thought
Yeah.
these kids. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Ricky got some shit
I did some deep diving and
He did some deep diving.
straight up.
hey,
What
Yeah.
did
boy
you
went diving
find
with no scuba
find out,
gear.
Rock?
He
Rock
went
He
diving
went
with no
deep
scuba
diving.
gear.
live from Mama's kitchen. I mean, I'm sorry, from Mama's house.
Hey,
Rock
he
with the
went
deep
deep
dive
diving
on
with
Ricky
no gear.
Smiley.
But now, so I did some research on it, and look, here's the thing. You know, there's this saying the more people say, man, everybody ain't laughing. And Ricky Smiley track record is looking bad. You know, and what's even worse is be mindful or be careful when you hold yourself to such high standards, you better live by them. Because
Mm-hmm.
people pick hairs, bro. People pick hairs. You know, I think if he didn't preach himself to such a level of perfectionist and Christianity, like this man of God and stuff like that, if he didn't hold himself to such high level of not making mistakes and always shunning people for any little mistake they make, then it wouldn't be such big news, maybe. But the fact that he's so critical of everyone else, right? We talking about a guy that shuns everybody for any little mistake, any little thing they do. He has a lot of I'm gonna be sure he has a feminine mentality. You
Shit, the nigga wear dresses. He
know,
comes with dresses and lipstick. I can't take
exactly.
it like
So
that shit.
exactly. So
His whole career is based on acting like a woman. So you know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
And so my
Right.
point with this is that look, man, if anybody that ain't a dumb as a box of rocks hearing this, they can see. Okay, first of all, if you used to talk to the girl, you cool with the dude was messing with her.
Mm,
The woman had twins. The kids been in your life, their whole life,
they whole life.
been around your child that died.
At Christmas parties and birthdays.
Christmas parties, get together, sleepovers.
Was she
And,
and her
and you
between
know,
that
and you
time,
know,
her
and you mean to
and
tell
the boy
me
other boyfriend was
you
still
know
was
that
together?
this child, that these twins is yours? First of all, man, kinetic energy is for real. DNA is powerful. You supposed to have noticed what he know he did, but he want to play stupid. You notice mannerisms. You notice the you be like, damn, this damn child act like me. Come on, bro. Like, come on. Also, you notice most kids have something on their body that match something on yours.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Whether it's a mold, a
A
birthmark,
toe, a
birth
thing,
spot,
something,
or
an
the
ear.
same type of birthmark or birth spot in a different area.
Mm-hmm.
It's identical. Come
Mm-hmm.
on. So the fact that he come on and he's telling us, oh, I was so surprised. That's that bullshit.
And the lady said you had no idea. The lady, like the lady was asking the question, like basically what you just said. You didn't notice anything.
Anything.
Come on.
Yeah, that's cold.
Bro.
And he dove past that question. He ducked that little part.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he started going on the end. Oh, well, I'm just grateful and I'm thankful. Like, man, you've been through them kids was yours. What I think, I don't like making assumptions, but I would assume based off what I'm hearing, it was almost like. So here's my question: Did the other dude think it was his? See,
go on, say what you want. Say what you want to say. It's Hollywood. Go on, say it. You can make that assumption. Shit like that goes on. It's Hollywood.
So here's what I was gonna say. Either they had it was a lifestyle thing, and they was both sharing her, and maybe he was the one who was the main guy, but in the
you're right. We don't know.
Ricky got the one who seeming end up beating the other nigga seeming to the punch.
Okay, well, let's invite the other nigga on the show for next. Let's see if we can get him on the line. We want to hear his side of the motherfucking story.
Look, here's the thing, though.
His side is different.
Tell me why, from what he says and what the child mama said, ain't no problems. The other guy cool, ain't tripping and nothing. What? If he's cool about it, then he must. It seems as if like, well, shit, we was both, she was ours.
Come on. That's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like, bro.
Or like you said, they had some little, some shit going on. It was with it, but for the scandal not to come out, like, Ricky paid them off. Hey, I go ahead and give you $1 million. You shut the fuck up. The kids.
I don't think he had to pay him off. Nobody's trying to ransom him or nothing. They all was cool. That's clear. They've been all knowing each other forever. So he knew the dude longer than the kid's been born.
Oh.
So it's not that like no friendliness. It's like, hey, we cool. You know what I mean? Hey, well, shit happens, man. Well, look here, we already doing this anyway.
This what we do.
A
Q dog, so you know.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go to the next topic. Let me see what we got here. All right, let's go to this one. Okay, so this topic is not about a video, right? This topic don't need a video, so it's about Jamie Foxx's comedy special on Netflix. So, who's seen it first?
Yeah, I seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, you know what? We'll skip that. So you got to see it first, Mordecai. So we'll skip that one. We'll go to the next one. We'll talk about that on the next one.
All right.
Okay, so let me go to this one. Let me see what's next.
You got to go check it out, though, Mordecai. I really dug it.
I've been so busy, man. I like I said, I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook making reels, doing my little hero thing. But other than the news and being like, none of these subjects that was from tonight, I had to go and actually research because some of the people I didn't know, and some of the people I just don't, I just tuned out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the next topic. Now, this is about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is the Bears drafted him. He got a $39 million contract. So what happened was he asked the Bears to pay his LLC for the contract money so he could avoid taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny. I respect his intent, but let me let the video play. So let me do that first. So a friend of mine, I don't know him personally. I've met him before. John Hope Bryant. He's a successful multimillionaire, first of all. He gives game on companies, LLCs, all this stuff. So he's definitely blew up in social media the last 3 years. So he's kind of talking about, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to just play some of it so y'all can kind of see what we're talking about and what the subject matter is.
The wrong way, you're not going to have any of this. In fact, you end up in jail. Now, I'm going to commend the brother, actually. It was a really smart move in the sense that it was great thinking. He got or asked the NFL team that recruited him to pay his $39 million contract and delayed signing it because he wanted paid into an LLC, a limited liability corporation, which I've talked about in my podcast, Money and Wealth on Black Effect Network. So if you haven't seen that podcast, go listen to it because I talk about the different types of corporate entities, or he wanted it as a forgivable loan. The reason he wanted to do this, and again, the reason I commend him and I criticize him. I commend him and I critique him. Actually, no, I'm going to criticize him because actually somebody's giving him very bad advice and he needs to fire that person because the person might have got him in prison if some attorney at whoever signed him actually agreed to this. The NFL actually said no. The NFL finally said no. I think the team might have floated this up, but the team said, the NFL said no. My friend Roger Goodell's folks over there. And no, I'm not talking to Roger Goodell about it. This is my own opinion. I'm just telling you that it was really smart for him to think financially literate like this and to think, can I minimize my taxes? That's what he's trying to do, is minimize his taxes because he's trying to build an empire. I get it, right? He's trying to minimize your taxes. Okay, but this is the wrong way to do it. So the way he was doing this through a limited liability corporations, they don't file tax returns. The LLC itself, I guess the state of Illinois, I believe it is. And so he would have avoided any tax indication at all, theoretically, although, the LLC flowed the
All right, you guys back?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me start off by saying this. So I'm just reiterating. So again, Caleb Williams is a football player, got drafted by the Bears. They offered him a $39 million contract. What he did was he asked, because he also, smart young man. I respect his intentions. I mean, he's definitely in the right path to creating generational wealth, right? He clearly does not want to be a broke athlete. And so we got to give him kudos on that. But here's the problem. He did it the wrong way. So first, let me educate the listeners and stuff like that. So for those who don't understand how income tax workers or tax work, income taxes was introduced in 1913. Okay. That's when America introduced income taxes. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Income taxes was introduced not for the working man, right? Before 1913, everyday citizens did not have to pay income tax, right? So the reason why income tax was created was so businesses and corporations can be taxed, right? Because being that you started to have the constructions of the highways, which was like 20 years later, but they had already had these plans and they needed to build infrastructure. It was all, I think, post World War I and stuff like that. They needed more income. The government needed to be more funded. And also it was to protect the power of the government because you didn't want corporations being more powerful than the government. Because when corporations become more powerful than the government, then you know what that does. That creates room for a lot of chaos, right? That can be, cartels and all that stuff. That's why some countries like Mexico can't, that government, the country's in shambles because these cartels and stuff like that, they're able to get power because of their taxation and things like that, which they now have. But at this point, it's been so much damage to where they can't get over that hump. Now, American citizens didn't have to start paying income tax until the beginning of World War II. Now, when they implemented this, which was, of course, during the draft, it was supposed to be temporary. It was only to fund World War II because we didn't have enough money to fight a war, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people don't understand that at that time, we wasn't the global powerhouse financially. It was Germany, right? And so it was even in the books, this is temporary until the war is over. Well, so much money was generated from citizens paying income taxes. The government said, shit, fuck that shit. We keeping that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that shit. You motherfuckers gonna keep paying this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So based off federal law, you really don't have to pay income taxes. But the reason why you can go to jail is because of the state laws. And what happens is when you don't pay your income taxes, it's like this. They consider you a business when you make so much money. And that's why regular people who might cheat a little on their income tax and they don't go to jail, they don't even mess with it. But when you are an entertainer, you see what I'm saying? Or you are making millions of dollars in whatever business you're doing, it's basically a money grab. It's like, you know what? We don't really give a damn about your taxes if we're not really making a lot of money out for it. But you get to making the meals, yeah, nigga, you're gonna pay your tax, you're gonna pay your federal taxes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucked up situation, but it's nothing we can do about it. You know what I'm saying? So the problem that I'm gonna tell you where the mistake is, and I saw this instantly, y'all. The problem is that Caleb Williams, first of all, fired his goddamn accountant for even trying to push that dumb shit. Okay, you gotta pay taxes, bro. You gotta pay something. Now, there are ways to save taxes. Okay, utilize that. But you trying to come out top. You gotta pay. So he was trying to. That would have avoided him from paying taxes. Period, bro. You got to get taxed some kind of way, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the problem I have is not so much that, it's what led him to do that. I'm gonna tell you what he did. His ass was following these damn social media gurus. Y'all ever seen them social media pages where people saying, how to avoid taxes with your LLC? Do this, do that, then do this, then do that. And falling for that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are some who are genuine, but then when you got people saying, oh, how to get a car with no money down and don't pay no notes. Nigga, you gotta pay some car. No, you can't get the car for free, bro. Oh, how to get insurance for $29 a month? Full coverage.
Click the link now, and we'll get you. Hey, what about this one? Hey, I don't know if you saw it, but the gov is giving away $5,800. You better get this shit while you can. Well, all AI, motherfucker, mouthbeat. You better get this shit while you can. My girlfriend got it, and she went to Disneyland. My boyfriend, he be parlaying with his boys. Man, what kind of ghetto shit y'all doing with this money? And the government, they do that. You distracted by the baby oil. Oh my God, I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Let me put y'all on some game though. Okay. It was a way he could have delayed the taxes, and it's been done. We watched it done. When Odell Beckham told who I want to say it was the Baltimore Ravens he had signed to. He told Baltimore pay him in Bitcoin. They paid him in Bitcoin. So with the Bitcoin, he didn't get taxed until he turned the Bitcoin into dollar. So he should have got with Odell Beckham and ran that play.
Yeah.
Because that
But
would
look,
have been a cool play to run.
that's what John was actually finna say. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
It's
right?
the way to do it.
So, and here's the only reason, and you forgot to add this caveat in it. It was also a 10-year offsetting. Because that's the thing. It has to be a 10-year offset for you not to get taxed on it. But here's the thing, though. Even still, even when it comes to converting money, you got to pay the taxes on the conversion.
Yeah, on the conversion. Yeah, that's why I say he could have delayed it. Once you get rid of the Bitcoin and turn it into cash dollar, they gonna tax that ass. Yeah.
And look, and that's still saving money because instead of getting taxed 2 times, you're getting taxed 1 time. Because remember, you get taxed on the money you make, you get taxed on the money you spend, you get taxed on the money you earn, you get taxed on the money they take. And you get taxed on the money you receive. So I get it, but again, he clearly was on some YouTube get rich hustle scheme. And I'm like, and so my advice to the people watching, bro, you gotta vet these people and do your own research, man. Because if not, you just gonna get screwed, bro.
But you know, a lot of these athletes be shark food, though. Think about it. They pass them right through high school because they trying to win these state championships. They pass them right through college because they want to win all these collegiate championships. You know what I mean? And when they get to where they going, a lot of them come from poor families who don't know how money works in general.
Yep.
So they don't know how money works. Nobody taught them how money works.
Right.
You know, the team who he's signing to, damn sure they not gonna teach him how money works because it's their job to take advantage of them. You know what I mean? Now the agent want to take advantage of them. The accountant want to take advantage of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So a lot of them be shark food and they be left in the water. That's why you see a lot of these athletes, man. They retire from the NFL or whatever have you, and they be broke. Once them NFL checks or them NBA checks stop, they be broke. That's why they had to go in and set up a fund for these guys, man. Where if you play so many years and you retire, the NFL or the NBA is liable after that to pay you so much money a year.
Oh yeah, them retirement checks is crazy. Michael Vick said them retirement checks is crazy.
Exactly. So that's why they had to set that up, because so many of these guys was ending up being in the poorhouse after making millions of dollars all these years.
Yeah, and also let me give some credit to the NFL as well. They have implemented programs. They have finance programs that are mandatory. Now, the caveat to it is that they can ignore the shit, but the fact that they do have these financial responsibility programs in place that they not even charging them for, at least that rids them of the liability, so they can't say, hey, you can't say we didn't tell you. You can't say we didn't have nothing in place to make sure that you don't go broke when you leave the NFL.
Man, that's like a warning label on a pack of cigarettes, though, right?
Exactly. You know, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you know, it's all on you.
You've been warned.
Yeah. But guess what? Like at the end of the day, it's all on you, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
all on you. Well, look, we can't stop nobody from buying a $500,000 car and $1 million chain. Now, you know, look, hey, the NFL gonna be like, hey, look, I ain't your babysitter. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, you're right. All right, so we're gonna go to the next subject. This next subject is about. Hold on, let me load it up. Hold on. So this next topic is about a guy his daughter has a form of cancer, and so what happened is what happened was the insurance, I guess they were denied some insurance for another round of chemo, and they said he had been looking for a job or whatnot, and it was almost kind of like what's that movie Denzel was in?
Was it John Q?
Yeah,
John
it was
Q.
similar with John Q, but it didn't have a good ending. Here's one a good ending. So anyway, I want to know your thoughts on it. I have my thoughts on it, and so let's play it. All right, can y'all see the clip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He was trying to reach out to me. That's thinking I failed.
Brian Randolph is a 23-year-old father who may not get a chance to see his daughter Braylon grow up. The same daughter his loved ones say he was trying to save when he allegedly robbed the South Lyon Vibe Credit Union earlier this month. Randolph's family says they believe the only reason he did it was to pay for Braylon's chemo treatments after her insurance was abruptly canceled. The 1-year-old is dealing with retinoblastoma, a form of eye cancer. Randolph's bond is $500,000. His attorney tried to get it reduced, but the judge said no. Just today, Braylon's mom wrote this post saying, in part, as the world knows, my daughter's father is in jail for bank robbery. To some of the world, he is a monster, but to us, he is a father who wanted to protect his daughter. He did interview for jobs, called the state worker for the insurance, nothing. He went out alone, not telling anyone, and unarmed robbed a bank. Police say Randolph indicated he had a gun but never showed one. He's expected back in court in 1 week. As for little Braylon, loved ones say she has a doctor's appointment next week and will need more chemo within the month.
And Braylon's mom telling us this afternoon that she finally got a call back from the insurance company. She was told the insurance was canceled because she didn't renew that policy once Braylon turned 1. Braylon's mom claims she wasn't notified that was necessary, and she tells us she's still trying to get that coverage back.
He was trying.
Okay, before we dive in, let me first say give a shout out, and I wish the best of luck for that beautiful little girl. She's a beautiful baby. God knows she's definitely in our hearts, and we gonna claim that the insurance, is gonna cover it, or the medical people won't deny the child. She has a form of cancer, which is an eye cancer, and yeah, so we definitely want to give a shout out to little mama. She's a beautiful kid, and she definitely doesn't deserve to be going through what she's going through. So despite what we might say about the situation at hand, none of this is about her. We love the beautiful girl. We want to see her get help, and we're gonna claim healing upon her. But nevertheless, y'all saw the story. What is y'all take on this? I guess for me, when I saw it, my thing is when the CEO of the health company got murdered, it was very sickening to see people, and mainly a lot of people that look like me, happy, wishing death on him. Like, was happy that he died, and was like, and they personalized it, right? But then some of these same people see this and, oh, that ain't right. Give him a chance. He didn't want to hurt nobody. And so for me, my challenge is it alludes to what you said earlier, B. We love picking and choosing what's okay and what's not okay, depending on who it is. So give me your thoughts on this, man.
You can go first, Mordecai.
Okay, so I've been in healthcare rock well over 30 years, man. I done worked in all kind of different positions, and I seen healthcare change. I'm gonna give it on the healthcare aspect. And back in the day when we had insurance, even when we didn't have insurance, we got better treatment. Now the government makes money off of us getting sick. Now we as people, especially black folk, we gotta know that at 20, and that boy was 23 years old, and I'm pretty sure the girl was in their 20s. You know, they coming out of their teens, but I don't know if the little girl was diagnosed with that when she was born. I can't remember recalling the report, but if she was diagnosed with glioblastoma, or if they knew that, how long? I mean, she was what, 3 or 4? She was 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So 3 years old. She probably had it at birth, or it developed between that 1 to whatever. She probably been having that. But to hear at the end where, okay, she had the insurance, the mama didn't take the time out, or if I know my child got cancer, I'm gonna make sure she got her card, and I'm gonna be out there trying to hustle because I know, and they can't, depending on what state they live in. Every state, they don't. Some states can't come after you for no medical bills. Fuck a medical bill. Give my child the treatment. Or we find some type of alternative treatment or something. I'm gonna be on top of that. Now, people want to feel sorry for them because this is not, like you say in the movie, this is not Don Q. This is the United States where them laws is on the books. The law says if you rob a bank, you do in whatever state, whatever they got, this is how many years you're gonna do. And if it was aggravated robbery, then nigga, you probably went in there and tell them you had a gun and you didn't have a gun. That's aggravated. You could have just so please give me some money or something. You would have got robbery, but aggravated bank robbery with a weapon. The law didn't say you can rob a bank on the condition that your child has this, or you in financial. Well, apparently you're in some type of financial strap, regard a child or whatever, or you just a crook. But that wasn't a good move. It wasn't smart on the parents. Those two levels, and the healthcare system don't give a fuck about their child. So that's basically it. They could have said, and at the time when she was denied, they could have said, well, why is they just finding this shit out now? Well, ma'am, your insurance, she had insurance, you just didn't renew it. And I'm pretty sure it was some type of form of Medicaid or whatnot. Because they didn't say, because that's how you go like Medicaid every 6 months or every whatever, you got to go renew that and make sure that your child is on it. They didn't have, she had a state insurance. We would have paid for it completely. And they was charging her because she didn't renew it. They didn't have a private insurance. So they need to stay up as parents on their responsibility, and the health, because like I said, the healthcare field, they need to call it, we don't care. Medicare and all that shit gonna be gone by the time I'm a few years away from 60, cuz we ain't gonna have none of that shit. It's called I don't care. We don't care. We don't give a fuck about y'all. Now we spraying y'all with fog. We burning this motherfucker down. Y'all ain't watching TV? Nigga, they power lines to the internet underneath the sea with ships dragging their fucking anchors and chains, snapping that shit. By next week, they said by the 16th, and the Simpsons predicted it already, and the shit been in the news. We won't be looking at each other on these fucking phones. You won't be able to do shit, no banking, nothing. The police scanners, none of that shit.
What you think? We're gonna stay on topic, Mordecai.
Oh yeah. I got off topic. My God, I'm sorry. But that's my take on it. The parents' responsibility and irresponsible of the facility. They could have gave the little girl her treatment. How evil are you?
B?
Once again, I gotta look at everything as a double-edged coin,
Right.
I gotta look at it as a double-edged coin. I'm pretty sure when he made up his mind to walk into that bank and get this money for his little girl cancer, at the time, in his mind, he was doing a just and noble deed. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
However, regardless to why you do something, you gonna be held accountable for it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be held accountable for it. You know, so it's too late to cry about it. He has to be held accountable for his actions. Do I understand as a father? Because I'm a single father, and I'm gonna let you know right now. You know what I'm saying? Before I let mine go without, I might go out and put it all on the line. You know what I'm saying? I might go out and put it out on the line, but
You did,
I'm gonna be.
like you
But
said, you
me,
never know when you put in that position.
that's why I was finna go to from there. I'm as me being a mindful person though. I'm not even finna allow myself to get put in that position. Well, because at that time I'm not only risking my life, I'm risking her life too. Because now that I gotta go bite the bullet. Now who gonna be there to pay these
Right.
bills? Now who gonna be there to raise it? You know what I'm saying? And especially us as young black men in America, we gotta start being more conscious of these type of things. I was looking up just the other day, they was talking about, you know, how many people go to jail during Christmas time trying to get Christmas toys, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Trying to get Christmas toys. You know
Proper
what
thing.
I'm saying? They going out there putting it all on the line to get Christmas toys. You go get yourself 25, 30 years, and now ain't nobody even there to raise the kid itself.
And you
You know
sure
what I
don't want to
mean?
do it because
So
Ricky Smiley will show up at the house.
yeah, so we have to be mindful of these type of things. And to allude to what you were saying, Rock, you know, about people cheering for the insurance CEO who got his life tragically took, you know, because I don't never want to condone or advocate for nobody losing their life due to violence. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's up. You know, but when someone is sick, it's hard not to personalize that. You get what I'm saying? It's a very personal thing. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
people personalize things like that. So I can understand, but I also can understand that, you know, we as a whole have to do better. We
Right.
as, just like Mordecai was saying, you know, they spraying stuff, making us sick, all these type of things. You know what I'm saying? We got to be aware. We got to be aware because at the end of the day, you know, doctors are for the sick.
Right.
We have to be thinking preventative. You know what I mean? We have to be thinking preventative, man. So that's about all I got to say on that. My heart goes out not only to the little girl, to that young man's family, and also to that young man himself. Because let me tell you something, 23 years old, you still a child, man. I was a 23-year-old father, you know what I'm saying? So I know how stressful that can be for somebody 20, 22, 23 years old, and you got a family, light bill due, bills need to be paid, rent due, you know what I'm saying? You got to get to work, they getting on you, you know what I'm saying? That can be a lot of stress. So like I tell my 22-year-old son right now today, I tell him, I'll be like, man, take your time. You ain't gotta be in no rush to get out here and have no kids, raise no family. And I don't want to get off topic, but to the young brothers out there, man, take y'all time before y'all go laying down with these women and putting yourself in a situation that's gonna cost you 18 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all of these things need to be taken into factor when you're dealing with it. It's just a touchy situation, you know. Once again, my heart goes out to their family, man.
Gotcha. Okay, so man, hey, them some powerful statements by both of y'all. Y'all spoke a lot of wisdom on it. I respect all y'all views, definitely. Mine is a little different. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, my grandfather used to tell me things. He used to love breaking. He used to tell me he's gonna make sure he break the generational curses of our people, right? And one of those generational curses was how we've adopted these certain quotes and statements that we hold as scripture, that we hold in life, like, and we pass it on generation to generation. And one of those things that my grandfather told me, two-time war veteran, he was associated with the Black Panthers. And he said, son, you're going to hear a lot of niggas tell you how experience is the best teacher. He said, don't you ever in your life believe that bullshit. He said, son, experience is not the best teacher. He said, knowledge is the best teacher. Learn what not to do. He say, do you have to smoke crack to know crack is not you need to smoke? He say,
straight up.
you have to jump in a pool of fire to know that your ass gonna get burnt up. He say, so you shouldn't have to go to jail to know that jail ain't a place for a human being. I say that to say this. And this is deep because I think about it because y'all know I have a health fragile child. Shout out to my son, Rakeem. He's had over 60 surgeries and he's still here. Been in 3 comas. Can't walk, can't talk, can't hear, can't see. Multiple sclerosis, scoliosis, Down syndrome, heart murmur, G button, tracheotomy. I can go on and on. And when I tell you, and to the people watching, me and his child mother has faced adversity that I don't wish on nobody. So I can safely say that I have 20 years of experience dealing with healthcare. And another saying that I adopted, I sympathize with no one, I empathize with a few. And at the end of the day, I don't feel sorry for that nigga. When it comes to showing compassion to that young man, tell that to those bank tellers in that bank who life flashed in front of them because they didn't know if they was gonna make it home. Their wife, their husband, their son. Tell that to them because they thought that they almost lost a loved one that day due to somebody taking out what they're going through on them, right? And so we forget that sometimes because Black people, more than anybody, we suffer from that Robin Hood effect, right? And at the end of the day, there have been times when I couldn't afford to pay for them. Sometimes the healthcare didn't pay for all the medicine. Hey, what do? I never thought to rob a damn bank. I never thought this. Look, let me tell you how crazy it is.
Not one time.
Not one time. Not even one time. Let me tell you how crazy robbing a bank is. Now, y'all know when it comes to committing crimes, when it comes to them being sentenced, right? You know, it tends to be some leniency shown towards those who are non-Black when they commit these crimes. Nigga, do you know if a white boy rob a bank? Ain't no leniency shown. That's one crime where white boy don't get leniency. Oh, what? You tried to steal our money, Bill? 20 years. White people don't care who you is. You play with their money, it's a crime.
And it's federal time.
They don't play that. Man, let me tell you something. When it comes to robbing them banks, they don't give a damn if you come in there super white. Get your ass down. That's the one crime that I know of where color don't give you no leniency, dog. So he clearly did not.
Murder. You don't, in some murder cases, you don't get as much time as bank robbery.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying in this instance where this is one crime where they don't show no leniency. They don't care what color you is when you walk in there. What, he robbed the bank? He robbed Wells Fargo? Oh, I don't even want to see him. I don't want to know what color he is. They're going to give your ass the business, right?
Yeah, they serious about that.
Also, no offense, this also, like Mordecai said, there were some mistakes that the parents made. They didn't do their job. They did. This is just facts. They didn't do their job, bro. My son has had expenses that goes way beyond any form of health insurance that I ever paid for or had on my job for him. There's no insurance in the world that your job gives you that could pay for the expenses my son had.
Mm-hmm.
Who have to pay for it? The government. And hard-working, honest, tax-paying players like y'all. So for me, when I see it from a different lens.
Right.
When he went to that bank, you want to know who he traumatized? He traumatized people that help pay for your damn kid to get those medical supplies and those medical treatments.
He should have went in that motherfucker with a pen and his daughter's medical record and fill out an application for a goddamn loan like everybody else. If they deny you, nigga, do a GoFundMe or something to get a fucking job. That's the way.
He didn't take the proper steps. That was, to me, that was already in his, that was already an option. Because guess what? Come on, man. You mean to tell me you couldn't start a GoFundMe?
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm curious, y'all. I'm curious if
you couldn't start a GoFundMe. Hell,
right.
do like they do when Lil Killer get killed. They do fish fries to pay for the funeral. Sell some chicken, some plates.
We might have to do a little diving on this one.
There were way too many options. There were way too many options.
Right.
He could have utilized before he got to the point that low to where, shit, I'm just trying to rob a bank with no gun. Nah, bro. Here's the thing. This is my problem, right? I'm so tired of black people swimming in victimhood, right? And it gotta stop, right? Because it's two things. It was one thing that I was taught. Wise man told me this: in this life ain't fair. You're gonna either be one of the two. You're gonna either be the victim or you're gonna be the conqueror. Choose wisely, right? And so I don't show grace for people who swim in victimhood. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care if you had to go get a job at a fast food place. Do something. If it was really that important for your daughter to get the health care that she needed, McDonald's offer insurance, bro.
Bingo.
McDonald's offers all you need is insurance. Work for McDonald's for 2 months, get your insurance. Some jobs you get it in 15 days.
Yeah.
It's all about wisdom, bro. How bad did he really want it? Or maybe he was too lazy. And I'm gonna tell you what happened to me.
Something right, Rock. He had a $500 bond.
Like, you need to do something.
How much money did he supposed to get away with or tried to get away with?
They never disclosed it. Yeah, they never said how much he got away with.
Disclosed it.
And then $500,000 bond with no.
They're not playing with the bank robberies.
I want to know what, and he had this. This is not his first go round. Not at a bank.
Hey,
his
that's
first
what I said.
bank. But $500 bond. And no, you're not getting out. Something ain't right. Let's see your record.
Yeah, he got some experience with the streets. He definitely was in the streets some kind of way. I'm not saying the man was a bad guy. I'm in no way shame.
We're not saying he just wasn't a bad guy.
I'm shaming him for robbing the bank. I'm not shaming him for who he is as a person.
Right.
You know, but man, you don't miss
the intellect. He didn't use this. He didn't think panoramically. Okay, what could happen if I do this?
No. Mordecai, he thought about it. Come on. He thought about it. What happened was that was already an option, bro.
Right.
There was an like for example.
You're right.
For a long time. And I have to purify myself for this, man. And B, you can attest to it. There were times in my life where I had been long gone out the streets, and then there were times where I had hardships and stuff like that. You want to know what option used to float in my head when I would face these financial challenges?
Selling dope.
There you go. Look, it wasn't that was my last option.
Right.
It always floated in my head because that's what I knew. That's what I knew.
Right.
I knew as long as I didn't get caught, it worked. I was somewhat successful. So let's be real. That man, our boy had that shit, and it was already floating in his head. He possibly got away with some small time shit and stuff like that or whatever. But nevertheless, you know, again, my heart goes out to the brother. I mean, you know, my heart goes out to the brother Child, the brother Child's mother, because now she got to face this alone, and the family as well. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we gotta draw a line, right? And the problem with black people is that we don't respect that line. What's that line? That's the boundary. We gotta choose wisely. We gotta choose a side, right? And we can't keep walking on both ends of the side, one end in wrong and one end in right. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it's one end in legal, one end in illegal, however you want to call it. But and my thing is, if you do that, hey, respect the consequences, right? I don't want to see your mama crying and wailing and stuff. And man, nobody give a damn. I don't feel most sorry for him. Nah, that's nah. It don't work like that. It just don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And so
everybody downtown got a story. I say everybody downtown in jail has got a story.
Everybody in jail innocent.
But you notice the family said without any forewarning, he just did up and did. You can't implicate yourself. Somebody got to stay on the inside, stay on the outside.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. So now unfortunately he got to learn the hard way. But at the end of the day, the law have to be upheld, because if they show this man some leniency, what you think 10 more niggas gonna do?
Oh yeah, it's on.
They're gonna be like, man.
They didn't convict him yet, though, huh? He hasn't had a trial yet, though.
Nah, he just had like his court date and stuff, and they set the bond.
Hopefully he gonna get some time. I don't know how much he gonna get.
They're not gonna show him. Let me tell you something, man. When it comes to the court and robbing banks, they undefeated. Ain't no human in America in modern times that never got any leniency on their time for robbing the bank. None of them.
Yeah, and because he dealing with federal court now. He not even finna get no bond. Federal court ain't finna let you go. You know, that $500,000 bond, that's standing.
That's standing.
Yeah, the feds don't play. You went and robbed the bank, you better have some money somewhere, because the feds gonna want it.
Yeah. Now check this out. Think about this. Now his bond is set at $500,000, $500,000. Now there are going to be some people who give him that bond, going to donate. My whole point is all they have to do is set a GoFundMe and promote it. And the same people that feel sorry for you now would have felt sorry for you then with the GoFundMe with your kids.
Even more, because you highlighted, you could have went on some podcast, like anything, your church, something. And a little bit here, a little bit there, and pull it together, and then go, man, and get your shit together while you're pulling your money together.
And in the meantime, he could have went on somebody's job at a warehouse or a fast food place if he didn't want to be too embarrassed to work at McDonald's. Come on, man, go. Every city got an industrial park.
Yeah, for sure.
Every city has an industrial area where the turnaround is high to the motherfucker. They're high less than 2 days. Get on the job, work 30 days, get the insurance, bro.
Yeah, right. Right.
Once you fulfill your deductible, you good. You good. Child get the child killed. But you know, you live and you learn, man.
Right.
Yeah. So, man, look here, man. We're 1:40 in. I like to keep it under 2 hours. It was some subjects that I had on it, but we're gonna go and knock it out at that. Man, I want to thank y'all, man. So, Mordecai, go and let the people know who you is. If there's any business or whatever, information, podcast, Instagram, give them all that, bro, so they can follow you.
Oh shit, I'm on. I got two or three platforms, but you can catch me. I used to do the acting thing, like I don't do that anymore. I'm not saying I ain't do it anymore, but
don't say that now.
I'm still in entertainment. I'm still in entertainment, so you can catch me at Warrior Tarot. I do psychic investigation.
You don't want to confuse them. Give me Instagram, and then you can guide them from there.
Okay, go Instagram, and I got my links and everything. You can look Warrior Tarot on Instagram, and you'll see a lot of.
Spell it for them.
Huh?
You got to spell that Instagram shit, fam.
Spell it?
Yeah, because they ain't gonna know how to spell it. We be having different spellings.
Okay, Warrior, my bad. WARRIOR Tarot, TAROT, Warrior Tarot. And you'll see my picture on there, Warrior Tarot. If you ever want to book a reading with me, just to get an energy check, holler at me. But I want to thank you, Rock. I want to thank you, Trust, man. Thank y'all very much for putting me on my first podcast and bring me into your mama's house. And I indeedly enjoyed it, man.
Okay. I Trust. You already know how it is. Give them the business, baby.
Y'all already know, man. It's been good. I want to say appreciate you for Mordecai for coming down to Mama Highs. It's always a treat when players meet. Y'all know me, man. I'm gonna be back at Mama house next week. She supposed to be cooking gumbo. It's cold outside, so we're gonna be back next week.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I want to thank y'all for coming. For all the people that view, thank you. Spread the word. Please share. Again, these are the growing stages, and let me tell you something. I'm enjoying these beginning stages, just like I'm enjoying. We got 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 views, and 100,000. The energy don't change. The feeling don't change. We will eventually have more people on the panel to state their, opinion and perspective. You know how it is when you're starting off with nothing and at the bottom. Not everybody's going to be a big supporter or a big fan. I let a lot of people know that they could be on the show. This is not a dump on the people that just couldn't be on it, because I know y'all going to be on it. But, it is what it is. A lot of people don't want to fuck with you until, you know what I'm saying, they see the results. But, we still going to keep it playing. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it peak. And y'all know y'all can follow me at my mama's house, as you can see described. Get ready for episode 9. Remember, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central, y'all tune in. Let's make it happen. Also, if there's anything in social media as far as news, send me video clips, send me Instagram clips, Facebook's clips, any topics or whatever that you want me to talk about, because I can only keep up with so much. Okay, y'all send them to me either through my Instagram, DM, however y'all want to do it. All right. I want to thank Benny Winfield 9 for tuning in. King Kane, what's up, King Kane? I want to thank my brother, man, T Ben. Man, it's nothing but love, boy. We brothers for real. Thank you. Thank y'all for sitting this show out. I was taught that it ain't the amount of people that make a part of your party. It's the people that's there. And that's how we going to get, man. All right. All right, we're going to see y'all next week, all right?
Peace, man. Hey. Enjoy the energy, brothers. Y'all take care.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right.
At the end of the damn show.